When it comes to toys, few are more ubiquitous than Barbie. At the same time, there are few characters more polarizing than Barbie, whose career since 1959 remains something of a paradox. Her brand and doll lineup offers a massive resume of what young girls can aspire to be, from astronaut to doctor to engineer, even as these dolls set unrealistic beauty standards per packaged box. With so many Barbies to pick from, let alone animated movies, how does that legacy translate to live action? Greta Gerwig's Barbie adaptation recognizes this history and leans into Barbie's paradoxical nature for the sake of biting social satire. It's the live-action equivalent of the Lego Movie, blending a tale of fashion, heartfelt emotion, melodrama, womanhood, gender politics, consumerism, and dance party battles together with superbly hot pink results. Watching Barbie is like seeing a child's imagination come to life. The perfectly cast Margot Robbie is stereotypical Barbie, your average blonde-haired, flawlessly dressed bombshell who enjoys one day after the next in Barbieland, a quasi-fantasy realm where all Barbies and Kens coexist together. Her life consists of dance parties, hanging out with fellow Barbies and relaxing on the beach, much to her Ken's, specifically Beach Ken, played by Ryan Gosling, delight. There's also Ken's Ken friends, Ken's rival and discontinued oddballs like Midge and Alan, but nothing that risks deterring anyone's happiness. Life is simple, routine, and always fun. Then Barbie begins undergoing things few Barbies experience. Thoughts of impending death, celluloid, and even feet touching the ground without heels. All of which point to a rupture between Barbieland and the real world. So, at the insistence of Weird Barbie travels to California to fix the problem, with Ken tagging along, upon which the real and toy worlds collide, leading to some uproarious, if not weirdly insightful and profound. Much of Barbie's humor comes from how its leads grapple with the contradictions of their IP's marketing and real-world impact. As the film's narrator explains, most Barbies assume their creation solved all of humanity's problems involving gender equality and women in the workforce. Per their own taglines, Barbie can be anything. All the political and business jobs in Barbieland are female-led, while the Kens are just arm candy. Reality is much different, and visiting the real world, Barbie must learn to be content with the cackles, harassment, and unequal job opportunities women still face, which the story treats with a mix of verbal and metatextual gags. For Ken, it's a different story. Seeing a realm where men have power and versatile jobs gives him an amusingly basic, albeit still sexist, understanding of the patriarchy, which plays into much of the second act stakes. It also makes him feel valued, lending pathos to Gosling's himbo routine and what he desires outside of being Barbie's sentient accessory. There's a lot more to Barbie, including Barbie's relationship with Mattel employee Gloria and her daughter Sasha, the Mattel CDO trying to capture her to avert a PR scandal, and a surprise character played by Rhea Perlman. These subplots are funny, even if the Mattel board's importance ends up feeling rather superfluous by the climax. They're mainly an excuse for this cast to have a blast playing walking, talking dolls. Robbie especially throws herself into the physical comedy of Barbie physics, from her morning dreamhouse routine, gliding from room to room, pouring/drinking non-existent milk, to laying down the way you'd make a doll move by contorting their limbs. Logic deliberately makes no sense here. Traveling from Barbieland to California requires a vast assortment of licensed toy vehicles, and when one Mattel employee questions Barbieland's supernatural properties, the board cuts him off with a quick yes. They're fun gags that add to the movie's glittery adult comedy vibe all the same. What's more impressive is how Barbie works as meta-text, as a commentary on why Barbie means so much to people over the decades, both for good and for ill, and what she means now as both figure of consumerism and potential feminist icon. These topics are as much a part of the film's humor as its doll/clothing homages, but they also lend Barbie its emotional core, a core balanced out by stellar production design, costumes, and Gerwig's clever direction, even when it gets serious and existential. In the great cinema war between Oppenheimer and Barbie, Oppenheimer will probably capture the award circuit's heart, but Barbie seems destined to warrant more replay value. Like its plastic counterpart, the movie is many things, but above all, it knows how to be fun. Barbie is currently playing in theaters.